£12,000 a month income in retirement sounds nice. Let's break down the numbers with a lot of caveats at the same time. Let's say you had £1 million in the S&P. How much could you safely withdraw every month for 20 years? Well, if the S&P continued doing what it's done in the last decade, then yes, indeed, you get to withdraw £12,000. But that's assuming the same nominal return. We're ignoring inflation. If inflation is 3%, then you're not getting actually 12,450 per month. It becomes 10,350. So you've got to knock off £2,000 a month just because of 3% inflation. But there's a catch. Markets are lumpy. Sequence risk matters. In other words, those returns that happen historically, they don't happen pro rata per month. And if you get some bad months, you've depleted capital, you've got less capital to work with going forward. Fees and taxes reduce returns as well. This also is assuming an ending balance of £0 after 20 years. You might live longer. You might want to give some of that money as an inheritance. So it's again a large amount to withdraw unless you can time your death perfectly. And then, of course, there's the big one. Past returns don't guarantee future returns. What does it mean? It gives you an approximation, but my God, are there some concerns and worries within that. Sensible withdrawals are considered closer to 3 to 4% per annum. Build buffers, have cash reserves, use tax wrappers like pensions and ISAs, review annually. History is a guide, not a guarantee. If you'd like a free educational pension review, go to the links in the bio or alpeshpatel.com/links. Okay, thank you.